Hey everyone, thanks for tuning back into another episode of Ask Matt, where I make real estate easier. So today I want to talk to you about, should you use a big agency or a small agency? I think it's a really good question to think about because there's pluses and minuses for both, but I probably want to delve in a little bit deeper just in case you're thinking, oh, I'll use the little guy on the corner because I'll get better service, or I'll use the big agency because I'll deal with more people. What does that look like? So let's talk about a big agency. So what's the pluses and minuses with that? Pluses are, a big agency is usually a more well-known brand, usually, and it's brings a level of credibility with it. Buyers feel comfortable with it because they've been around a long time. I'm not saying they're great or anything, I'm just sort of saying when you see a LJ Hooker or a Rain and Horn or a McGrath, people are comfortable with that brand. When there's more people, like more agents, so if you've got an agency with 30 or 40 agents in there, agents get paid by commission. So when they find a property and sell it to a buyer, take care of a buyer, sell it to them, that's how they get paid. So you're going to have more hungry people trying to sell your house. I'd say that's a real upside. Are you going to get less personalised service? Probably not, because you list with an agent in that bigger company. So that agent is responsible for you. You've probably just got more exposure through that company. That's what I would say. Is there a downside to a big agency? Sometimes when you're talking to an agent in a smaller company and they're talking about a bigger one, they say it's like a sausage factory. They just churn them over and whatever. But not really. Like I work in a large company now. I have worked in a much smaller company. I'd say it's probably better in a bigger one because there's more energy, there's more stuff, there's more excitement, and I think with that energy and excitement and exposure, it increases your chances of possibly competition. So agents working hard against each other to try and get the sale done. That's something I think is a plus. So the small agency, it's like the boutique style. I think naturally people feel like, oh, I'm going to get more attentive service. That may be the case, but that's usually because they handle less properties. So they don't have that energy, excitement and whatever going on. They have more like a targeted approach of, buyer by buyer by buyer, because they naturally have less volume. I don't think that's a bad thing either. I don't think it's a bad thing. I think it's probably something that you need to be aware of if you do list with a smaller company. You're just not going to have that potential competitive thrust around your home. And the thing with competitive thrust is once that happens, it can bring a stronger price because it's like that emotional upswing of I want this place, and buyers are working against each other to try and get it, or agents are even working against each other to try and get the property secured. For instance, last night we had 3 buyers fighting over a property and it went way over what we thought we were going to sell it for. So that competition, I'd say, would be the only thing that a smaller agencies are fine. You still may get some competition, but you just don't get the internal competition. So I think there's definitely pluses for both. If you're that way minded, where you want to see that opportunity, the ability to have that opportunity of more energy, more thrust, more excitement around your property, then I would probably say the larger agency would suit you. If you're a little bit more passive, want that, I just want the calmer approach to my property sale, and I just want, a bit of a more steady, whatever happens type approach, then a smaller agency might be for you. It just might feel right for you. But I think there's a lot of power in competition, personally. So anyway, that's my thoughts on it. Let me know if you've got any questions around this. Happy to answer anything to do with real estate to make your sale easier. And just put it in the comment section underneath or just email me. Look forward. See you in the next video.